Is Sony finally making its return to the handheld market? Well, let's find out. Hello everyone, it's Aidan here from Push Square, and recent reports are indicating that Sony is in fact in development with their own brand new handheld device. Now this is something that we have been asking for quite a long time, and now according to recent reports from Insider Gaming, that is now happening with the codenamed Q Lite handheld. So we have a couple of rumoured details about this thing along with some potential release dates, so let's get into it. So to start things off, according to Tom Henderson's report, the Q Lite is not a cloud gaming device. This is going to be run entirely through remote play, and what that means is that you're able to basically use the power of your PS5 to play these games. It's not actually the handheld device that's doing a lot of the work. Now to me, and I wonder if you're the same here, this was a little bit disappointing, I have to say, because remote play is readily available across just a lot of different devices. You can play it on your PC if you wanted to, you could do it on your phone. There's of course the Backbone One, which is a sort of snap-on remote for your mobile to make remote play even better. So what would make the handheld Q Lite a more preferable pick? Because of course remote play is entirely dependent on your local Wi-Fi. It's not something to do with it's just going to run well. If you live in an area with rubbish internet, you're going to get some rubbish results. So that does worry me a little bit, but of course it does actually take away from the whole idea of a separate market, a separate set of games. Now I didn't really think that this was going to be the case. I didn't think that we were going to get Uncharted Golden Abyss again. This is going to be all about trying to play Uncharted, God of War, The Last of Us on the go. That's the idea here, I think, and it does mean it's not going to be its own thing like the PS Vita was, like the PSP was, so that is a little bit of a letdown. But do we really have space for that in a world where the Steam Deck exists? I don't really think so. In terms of the actual specs of remote play, it does limit gaming to 1080p and 60 FPS. However, if you're playing on a smaller device like that, then that's going to be fine. The rumoured design, at least for the early prototypes, is that it is very similar to the PlayStation 5 remote, with an 8-inch LCD screen in the middle. And if you are a PS Vita fan, you'll know that that might not be quite what you're looking for. The OLED screen on the PS Vita is still holds up to this day, so I'm surprised if it would be sort of taking that step back, especially with the Switch OLED out in the market as well. Now in terms of the release schedule, it is rumoured to be in between a lot of other unconfirmed releases in Sony's slate, like the detachable disc drive and the PlayStation 5 Pro. This is said to be placed somewhere in the middle between those two, which means it should be here before the holidays of 2024 next year. Whether that actually comes to be, I'm not sure, but if this was to come out within the next year and a half or so, then it really would need to be announced soon. I think that Sony would need to start the marketing hype for that. Price-wise for this in my mind could not be more than £200–300, I think. It would depend on what it actually does as a remote play device. This is my concern. Why would I buy that over just putting my phone on a stand or buying one of those clasps and actually playing with a PlayStation 5 remote? Where's the unique selling point there? So I would really need to see more before I decided whether it was something that I would actually be interested in getting. In terms of the reliability of this report, Tom Henderson's Insider Gaming has for the most part been relatively reliable. In terms of the Sony slate that they have quite aggressively covered with some of these rumours, a lot of it is yet to be confirmed, because they are claiming with the detachable disc drive, the PS5 Pro, a wireless earbuds, a new wireless headphones. There's a lot of stuff there that we don't know anything about. If I had to say from my perspective, I do see that happening. We're now at the new age of the PS5. They are trying to really push this now that we're past the shortages. We're into the era where it's a little bit easier to get one of these things. They are wanting to push here's why you should be buying into the PlayStation ecosystem, and having their own remote play, official remote play option. The Backbone is officially affiliated with the PlayStation Edition, but it's not made by Sony. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was a thing. It just depends on why you would buy that over a Backbone, which I would imagine would be a lot cheaper. So we'll see. But anyway, let me know what you think about all this. Do you really think that Is it too late for a handheld device for Sony, especially from the remote play angle? What would you need to see from a new Sony handheld to really consider buying it? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, that's highly appreciated. And if you want to stay up to date in the reviews, news, guides, let's plays, gameplay, all of that within the world of PlayStation, then why not subscribe to us here on Push Square. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.